Hello students, today I am going to teach you a very fantastic topic in political science. The name of topic is what is government? As you all know students, the government is a group of people. Here I am written a group of people governs a community or unit. Again I am repeating. What is government? So government is what? Group of people. And this group of people governs a community or you say the unit. Now the question is here, the group of people, it's clear. But how this group of people govern to a community? So in a democratic country, you all know that we the people have power to choose a representative, and that's the representative indirectly govern ourselves. Let's see what are the basic duties of this government. Second point, this one. First, that is exercise executive power. This one, the executive power of the government first. Second one is political power, and third one is, so this one is also a role of the government. Sixth one is court and legal matter. Whatever the legal matter, court matter, if the weaker section of the society feels any type of the problem, then at that time the government take action over there and they protect the weaker section of the society, either the people who are living from a scheduled caste and scheduled tribes also, as well as the people who also belong in a minorities also. The government take action there. This one is a very important, this one is a very sole duties of government. And seventh one is exercise leadership and implement. Leadership qualities also there in a government. Basically in democratic government, leadership qualities be there, and implementing all the things, whatever needed for the peoples, that all the things governed or to be just served by the government. So here basic the 7 role of the government I am telling. Here now after knowing about these all things, then and further I told you about what the main law of the government providing to us, and for government, what the power of government and what the role of government. Now in this video I am going to tell you about the level of government. So what the level of the government? First, the grassroots level of the government, that is local self-government. And this local self-government under 2 parts. One is the rural government and second one is urban government. And when we go above local self-government, then we go further district level, then after state level, then after national level of government. Now these all are the levels of the government which work for the people, each and every people in a democratic country. Now when we government, basically 4 I am written here. One is the democracy. What is democracy? You know that democracy derived from Latin word democrat, demos plus cracia. Demos means what? For people. Cracia means what? To govern. So the governing to the people. So the democracy means what? The peoples give power to the government. For what purpose? To govern ourselves. So the democracy means that the people give power, and the power given to whom? To the representative, and that's the representative what? Work for the people and explain action to the people. This one is democratic. Now second one is what? Monarchy. What the meaning of monarchy? It means that either the king, queen or a small group which make decision, they don't explain or defend their action. So the monarchy, that's the kingship rule is there. and king is be the head there. Just to see in Britain, the power is totally vested in queen or the king. So that's the system is said to be what? Monarchy government. Now third one is the aristocracy. Aristocracy means what? Noble birth holding. It means that the power vested in their progeny. It means that in aristocracy, noble birth. It means holding heredity, titles and offices. So all the titles and offices holded by the noble birth. So that's the government is said to be aristocratic government. And fourth one is dictatorship, just like Mussolini and Hitler. What Mussolini and Hitler? Total they rule as in the form of dictator. It means absolute authority is there. So if the government is absolute authority, it means that that's the government is dictatorship government, or you say the dictator government. So basically here the four types of the government. Clear? So again I am repeating here. One is the democracy government, just like in India, Britain, democratic form of country. So in a democratic form of country, people give power to government. Basically the people indirectly participate in government, not directly. So the people choose their representative, and that's the representative make a law in parliament, and whatever the law made in parliament, they all are followed by us. So in previous lecture I was told you the forms of the government, that is basically three forms of the government. One is the legislative, executive, and third one is judiciary. So the legislative is main function to makes law, while the executive to executes the law, while in judiciary the main function of judiciary to interprets the law. So these all are the forms of the government. So each and every forms of the governments are interrelated with their. So each and every functions were just governed to each and every one and look over theirs. Legislative look after executive, executive look after judiciary, and judiciary is the head of the government who looks over all the legislative and executive's power. So this one is in a democratic country. Now second one is monarchy. It means that the kingship rule is there. In a kingship, king, either we say, or the queen, or a small group of people which make decisions. They don't explain or defend their action. Nobody can ask the question to the king or the queen, why you are not doing such a things, because in a monarchy no one asks question. Whatever the king know that is right or wrong, he implements that things. We not the people given right by the king to ask question. So this one is a drawbacks of monarchy. Third one is aristocracy. In an aristocracy, what? The rights totally given, noble birth holding, heredity, titles and offices. This one. And last one is dictatorship, which is absolute power. No one interfere the power in dictatorship, just like in Hitler and Mussolini. What we see, the absolute power is in their Hitlers or Mussolini. Representing India democratic government. The topic is here, India democratic government. You know, in India is a democratic form of government. And when you go in further video, I was told you all the things, what is democracy government, what is the democratic government. In previous lecture I was told, but now here India democratic government. So here what do you mean by democracy? Here democracy means that we the people has power to choose our representative. So now here people have power. Let's see what I am written here. People have power to elect their leaders. Which one power? We the people has power to elect their leaders. Number one. Second thing, people rule themselves. How? By participating. It means that we indirectly participate in forming government. We are not directly participate in forming government. So we the people participate indirectly. Third one is their representative democracies. here in India, what type of democracy is here? Here is representative democracies. It means that the peoples don't participate directly, just I say. So we participate through election. When we go in next class, next video, I was told you how the elections occurred, how the election take place. So we the people participate directly or indirectly. We not participate directly, we participate indirectly. Through what process? The process is election process. Now the representative meets and make decision. This one is the way that we represent. So third one is the universal adult franchises. We know that the meaning of universal adult franchisee, it means that all adults in country which attain the age of 18 years has power to cast vote, which allowed to vote. So this universal adult franchises was demanded by Mahatma Gandhi in a Young India 1931. What he suggests that when he demanded the universal adult franchises in a Young India 1931, and you all know that before independence, only few of the peoples allowed to cast vote. Women were not given right to cast vote, and most of the people were not given right to cast the vote. So their women's suffrage movement started. So in 1920 in USA women's suffrage is there, and second one is in 1928 the women's suffrage in UK is there. So basically there two things is to be just keep in mind. One is there what the universal suffrage for women, women's suffrage movement I am telling, women's suffrage movement in 1920 in USA and in 1928 in UK. So this one is the what women's suffrage movement. So again, just to focus here, India democratic country. So India democratic country, it means that the democratic form of government in India. So in a democratic form of government in India, so we the peoples have power to elect the leaders, and that's a leader, that is a representative who sit in parliament and make the law for us. And people rule themselves by participating. All the peoples participate not directly but indirectly by choosing their representative. And representative democracies, it means that the peoples don't participate directly. Election process is there, and this election process, that's a representative meet and makes the decisions. And finally the universal adult franchises. Here universal adult franchises means what? This universal adult franchise means that the people who attain the age of 18 years, then he or she be able or eligible to cast their vote. But before independence, most of the people, only the some of the people, their right to cast the vote before independence, and women's not given right to cast vote. So that time Mahatma Gandhi demanded for universal adult franchises in Young India 1931, and he was told that the peoples, each and every people has the right to cast vote. So the demand of universal adult franchises by whom? Mahatma Gandhi. And finally the women's suffrage movement was started in 1920 in USA and 1928 in UK. And these all things that is given in India democratic government. So of the standard 6 chapter, the topic third chapter is there. What is government? The chapter is completed here. Thank you. Listen, never forget to like my YouTube channel, comment as well as subscribe also, and never forget to press bell icon so that you can get further notification. Thank you for watching me. Two quadrants, what you are seeing here in the left hands.